Yo, what's up, chat? So my setup here is quite dubious. I will not lie to you. Believe it or not, you were on top of my PS4 Pro box from like whenever I traded in all my Wii games when I was like 15, I guess. On like a 3-prong tripod, kind of like sectioned over everything. It is sketchy. You've already fallen a few times. But we have a cube, super cool cube. A 20 ball core cube. This is the new 20 ball YS3. Yeah, so I'm really excited about this. I mained the YS3 for a long time. I know Luke Garrett still uses the YS3 a little bit. Oh wow, it's really spinny actually. It's kind of interesting. Anywho, so it looks like a slightly different box. 347. It's in Chinese. I can't really read it. Hope you can read Chinese. I'm really excited for this cube. I mained the YS3 like I said, but I found it to be like it's a very stable, controllable cube, and I think it fills a void in the market that we don't normally have anywhere else. So I'm really glad that they are, iterating more on this cube because I think it definitely fits a subset of people that are not served as much, especially like me. So here we have Yusheng, and then here we have just normal YS3 type stuff. Cube in the moyu box, which, dude, I gotta say, I love these moyu boxes, bro. They are amazing. They actually just, are so sick. There we go. Yeah, these boxes are, amazing. It makes transporting stuff a lot easier. Jesus. Ow. There we go. Okay. So this is a UV version. The corner is kind of coming apart a little bit. I assume this is maglev. Let me just try to check real quick. I forget these center caps are hard to get out. Oh, we have the blue nut in here. I'm not sure if that's what they had originally, but that's interesting. Yeah, maglev. Yeah, it's just the 20 ball core tech that we have in the V9 20 ball and the Super, but now it's just in the YS3, which I think might be really nice. So yeah, first turns. Whoa. Okay. Yeah, this cube's a little bit loose right now. A little too loose to actually, test out. I could probably change the dual adjustment system real quick to something manageable to give, a better opinion on it. Yeah, it's a little bit better. So it's still a little bit looser. I can't really compare it much to a YS3 out of the box because it's been so long since I've tried an out of the box YS3, and the one I have right now is a lot slower than this. So I don't know if the fact that this is slightly faster is due to the fact that it's not lubed or because of the fact that it's the new ball core tech. What I found is that the ball core tech probably makes cubes a little bit faster, but I think the idea is that they become more stable. So I don't know, maybe I'm just silly. I mean, overall it's pretty good. I won't know if it's better than the V5 until I do solves and actually play around with it and get comfortable with the cube. But yeah, it has a swishy, sandy feeling. That I don't remember the YS3 having, but maybe it did. Yeah, these internals are really dry. I think lube will help this out a lot. I can't compare it to a YS3 that I already have lubed because I think that's just not a fair comparison. Overall, I would say this feels like a YS3 UV coated, maybe a little bit faster, which I think a lot of people might want out of their YS3. I think some people complained it was a little sluggish at times. It's still really solid and has that solid feel and weight, but it just seems like it's a little bit It's a little bit more flexy, which honestly I kind of like. But it still stays stable with the new 20 wall tech, at least from what I'm seeing currently. So yeah, man. I'm gonna play around with this cube for maybe like a week or so. Come back with like some solves and it set up, and I'll give you my first impressions on the cube later. But yeah. Hey, what's up, chat? Okay, so it's been 2 weeks since I got this cube, and I've been playing around with it a little bit, and it's turned out pretty alright, you know? When I got this cube, I thought it was a little bit too fast. My overall, like, takeaway from a lot of this, like, Super Ball tech is just that, the tech seems to work. Like, the ideas that they have are fundamentally sound. It's just that, they want to avoid having too much of a magnetic pole type sensation, I think, is kind of just what I've gathered. They haven't told me to do this directly, but this is kind of what I've just assumed. They don't want too much of like a magnetic feel in the cube, so they adjust this by using like a lighter cube or magnets, and that can lead to the cube feeling a little bit less stable than what, you know, I personally would be comfortable with. I thought this cube had main potential. I really liked the YS3, like I said in the video. I, you know, used the maglev one. I think this cube could honestly benefit from a little bit springier of a feel. When I was trying to set it up, the maglev seemed to not be linear enough for me, and it was either a little bit too loose or a little bit too tight, and so I think maybe some springs in here might make the cube better for me personally. If you like a more solid and stable cube, I think this is a really good option for everyone out there on the market. Compared to the V5 is a little bit springier. This cube is definitely a lot more solid, has an older cube feel, type reminiscent of that, but obviously more modern. Yeah, my main takeaway was just like I couldn't really get a great setup on this. I would love to try it out a little bit more, as I am having a little bit of a main conundrum right now. But I think this is a super great option for anyone who really liked the YS3 but thought it was maybe slightly too sluggish or a little bit too solid. I think this can address a lot of those issues, and this is more in line with like the newer cubes Moyu's putting out there. But yeah, thank you for sending this over, Moyu, and hope you try the cube out. Seems good.